back to Jeff Koinange live at La Pruna Doro restaurant in the Intercontinental Hotel. What a topic today. I call it the axis of evil. Call it what you want. Call it the madness up in the North Rift. Because the Turkana, the Pokots, the Samburu have been fighting for, I guess, forever. In the 21st century, when they start slaughtering police officers, then you must echo the line in one of my favorite films, Apollo 13, Houston, we have a problem. So let's talk about it. We have Senator John, I'm going to get this right, Lonyangapuo, I love this name, Lonyangapuo, on the bench from West Pokot. We've got Mary Kenyamanekai, she's a microbiologist, and Sophia Lepuchirit, all the way from Marala, Lepuchirit. All right, the tweets still coming in thick and fast. Cosmas Kirui Tugat says, this attack remains a curse which the Pokot must apologize to the Turkana and Baringo government. Boundary dispute needs to be addressed as soon as possible. Kip says, boss, the security docket is no joke, man. And it's true, it's no joke. Somebody needs to do it. Folks, we don't have too much time, and I know this problem is going to go on. We'll probably go on a year from now, 2 years from now. If nothing is done, we'll be talking about another 30, another 40 police officers killed. So let's look for some solutions. Maybe some people out there are listening. Prof, starting with you, what are the immediate short-term solutions?
I want to correct this impression. Where we have a problem between those communities, it's at the border of Samburu County and Turkana County. It's not the whole of Turkana, it's not the whole of Samburu. It's just a belt. Baringo County, Turkana County. West Pokot County, Turkana County. It's just a long stretch. So Kenyans who don't know may fear to go to that region or those counties because of what has happened. What has happened is just on a small belt, which has remained backward since 1963 and since God came to create this world. So that is exactly the scenario. It is that belt. The little money that we have been given now for devolved government will not be able to do anything. Look at the Tulo oil, what it's doing. It is using trillion. West Pokot has been given 3 billion. Turkana County has been given 6 or 7 billion. What is 7 billion to solve problems? We can't. It is Kenya government that can come. So
we need more money?
Yes, we need more money, yes. But this is a national agenda. So I don't think the counties can manage. We have primary schools being managed by national government. There is no permanent, proper boarding primary school for these mobile families. Can we not do it? Where we have the children of Samburu and Turkana and Pokot at Ago, where they are meeting in the boundary? Can we not have one for Turkana, Pokot, where their belt is? Me, I'm proposing about 20 schools along that belt, which are fully occupied and fully built. Food plus uniform plus everybody, everything that you require for the next 10 to 15 years. Then bring me here after 15 years. Ask me whether that one has worked or not.
This you guarantee that will work?
It will work.
Guaranteed.
And get me right, because I participated in building a school. When my community became unmanageable until there was just war every now and then between Pokot and the Luyas of Transoya. I personally built a school in my father's home some 10 years ago, secondary school, where we picked some of the boys who had just gotten lost and tell me, you walk around Riwo ward, Swam ward now. You can walk there at midnight, at 2 a.m. in the morning. Everywhere is quiet. Ask my colleagues who are from Transoya. Somebody said Pokot are expanding Transoya. There's nothing like that. We had problem between Marakwet and Pokot. It has died.
Fine. Prof, education. Mary,
so
your thoughts?
Number one, the Pokots, the Samburu, the Turkana, all of them live as krals. If you go to Turkana and ask for the Kanyaman kral, you will be taken there. And these criminals, both from the Pokots, the Samburu, the Turkana, are known. One, can you make good use of professionals from the area?
Chiefs.
Can you make good use of elders from each kral? Can you make good use of women? You know what, Jeff? We are the one who bless men to go to raid. We go out in the morning, pour water on them, and sing for them to go. So if you exclude women in peace building, then you are getting it wrong. If you exclude professionals, then you will be getting it wrong. If you exclude elders from each kraal, you will be getting it wrong, because these elders control the youth in their kraals. Yeah. A kraal is made up of maybe like 10 or 20 families, and each family will have a son who is a Moran. So the elders in that kraal will always know the movement of the young men. So they are the only people who can tell you where their boys are at what time.
Yes.
Sophia.
Yeah, I am. Okay, Jeff. I want to echo what Professor Lonyangapuo said. Education, education, education. We have a school in Achaspos. You remember my good friend Rebecca Losoli? We have a school also. We started with her, with our donors and with our best friends, and the school is doing very well. In fact, it's going to come up even with a secondary school. Now we have a nursery and a primary school. And education is power. And I'm telling you, in that side of Samburu East, it's coming down completely. Cattle rustling is coming down. And secondly, what I told you is you invite these people, the Turkana, the Pokot, and the Samburu, and the Chams, put them in an education program through the National Youth Service, courtesy of Cabinet Secretary Waiguru, and it will work marvelous. You know, I always wonder, Jeff, somebody can pick a cow from Lodwa and run with that cow up to Baragoi in Samburu County, a radius of about 600 kilometers. And why can't they, the people, the leaders in these counties, promote education through sports initiative and through other things?
They're actually running with this cow?
Yes, they run with the cow for that 1,000 kilometers, and they arrive, of course, the cow is half dead and the guy is also the man is also half dead.
And we are surprised that they're winning the marathons in New York?
I'm surprised that somebody is winning the marathon in New York, and a Pokot, and a Samburu, and a Turkana.
They're running with a cow.
You know, the Pokot can win the world marathon, they can win the Olympic championship. They can pick a cow from Samburu and take it to Kapedo, which is a radius of how many kilometers?
Almost 600.
Almost 600 kilometers. And you know, of course, the cow reaches half dead. And then again, the Turkana runs with it from there. Now, you know, I can't believe it. Why can't we use this cattle rustling menace to promote, you know, sports, athletes, and train our youth to stop being...
I think Tekla Lorupe. Tekla was trying this.
Let me tell you, let me ask you, Jeff. Yeah. Tekla Lorupe is a very good example.
Yes.
But how many politicians stand behind her?
None. Very few.
Many?
Very few, by the way.
Very few.
And what is she Pokot? Is she Tukar?
Yes, she's Pokot. She's Pokot. But let me ask you, if today Mary Akai says, let us unite the Pokot and the Turkana, instead of calling Suguta Valley a valley of death, call it a valley of peace.
Yes.
These very politicians will come after Mary.
Now, you know, that's
fear.
Another thing. Yeah.
You see? Yeah. So our politicians, we are begging them, the politicians from the North Rift, please support the professionals.
Yes.
Stop, don't divide us along our tribes. Don't tell me, Mary, you are a microbiologist from Turkana. Yeah. Don't tell Professor you are a mathematician from Pokot. Tell us you are professionals, the eye of the community. And I know we are the people who should give our people the way forward.
I know, Jeff, something. If Professor Lonyangapuo meets with Senator Munez and meets with Senator Gideon Moy and meets with Senator Lechori and all our members of parliament, I swear they can solve the problem.
Prof,
we have agreed.
These guys can solve the problem.
These people can move
real quick.
They can move mountains.
Are you planning to meet amongst yourselves? Have you planned such a meeting?
Yeah, so
the peace caravan, they've always met.
The peace caravan is one of the techniques and one of the methods being used, but I can assure you, yesterday night you saw us in K24,
yes,
myself and Senator Munez.
Yeah.
We did talk today with my brother Senator Lechore and Senator Gideon Moy. We have agreed, the four of us, we will sit, and our other brothers and sisters who are in the National Assembly. And I want to tell you, my sister who is getting worried here, it is now time that you rally behind your elected leaders. We may fail here, we may fail there, but so long as the focus is there, and I can assure you, that's why I chose to leave a very civilized ministry to go to a ministry of confusion, where I am now. So why? So that together with Senator Munez, Speaker Ekwe Turo, plus all the others, we can rally together and stand as a team.
Exactly.
As a team. Whatever you know about our little differences, no, we will not entertain it. Just like we contempt the problem of 2012, where people were killed.
In Barangoi.
And we said, these killers who have come from Turkana are the very fellows who don't know anything how to read and write.
Yes.
They think the cow is the end of it.
The end of it.
In fact, what you people are suggesting here could be the way out. We can say there is a competition for the cow.
Yes.
And
exactly.
They will run.
And we breed cows.
And Jeff, before you...
Anybody who wins, we just announce the winner 10 cows. And you know a cow can be sold at 10,000. They are very cheap, those things that are losing life.
Yes.
They are very weak animals.
Yes.
It's not the cows you know here.
Oh, it's not.
But because it is the one that keeps them alive.
Yes.
When we announce that, we will uproot all those characters and they will come running.
Yes.
And to acquire a holy cow.
Holy cow.
Which is honestly, acquired.
Prof, I want you to accept that our heart goes out to the Askaris who lost their lives, and we feel very bitter about that, and we wouldn't want any security officer to lose their lives, because I wouldn't want anybody from these sedentary communities to have a son who has joined the military or the police or the administration police and go and die like a dog, like those who were just killed recently. I feel sorry and very sad for their families, and my condolences to them. And I would like to tell Senator Lonyangapuo, kindly, the way Mary is saying, let us not baptize cattle rustling. Let us call it murder, brutal murder, and let us bring the people who committed that heinous crime to court. Let us prosecute them so that the killers of the people who killed the 40-something soldiers, Askaris in Barangoi, will also get a lesson, and they will know that. And the law will finally catch up with them, no matter how long.
Mary, hold on. Mary, you talked about resources earlier on. Real quick. Is this going to end up being a curse? All these resources in the ground, because obviously there are people who know that there are rich reserves down there. Will it end up being a curse for these communities?
Let me tell you, it depends with the laws laid down by the national government, because you know national resources belong to the country, to the national government. That's number one. Number two, it will also depend on us. How do we take it? Do we give more expectation than what we can get?
Yeah.
Do we start just saying Kapedo is in Baringo just because we have geothermal? Do we start killing each other because there is oil? Do we start just uttering anything and everything anytime we are given a microphone? Yeah. No, I don't think so. It depends with what the national government lays down, both in the county assembly, in the National Assembly, and in the Senate.
Senator, Professor, you get the last word.
Yes.
The last word is, Chief, we came here to assure Kenyans that although you are hearing a bad report about that region, it is the best place to go and invest in. I'm saying it because the belt I'm talking about, the government, and I saw the goodwill from the president himself. And we were touched that he was able to go in a day, which means this problem that have been hidden forever, to the extent that so many killings start from Nauyopong, Umbolion, all the way to Masol in my county, bordering Turkana. So many killings, I've not said, and so many killings on the other side. It can actually go if the goodwill is there. And we have gone into operation. Operation, when you operate one corner, what have you done to the other corners? They are intact.
Exactly.
So we must also see that as we do it, we come up with a sustainable peace initiative, which will also block the inflow, because if you remove a gun from Turkana and you don't do it from Pokot, or you remove now from Baringo and you don't do it from anything else, you are almost causing the other ones to be killed, because the other ones still remember this one killed them, so they'll come and massacre them.
These primitive people, will they listen?
Yes.
Will they listen?
Wait a minute. In fact, they may not be called primitive.
No,
actually,
primitive.
the people whom we must call primitive are the people who forgot them. Me and others, and you as well, for forget.
Professor JKL.
This is my show.
Mary, Sophia Lepuchirit, as always. Thank you so much. Shake hands, all of you. Shake hands. All of you pastoralists.
Let me tell you something.
Go on. You're holding hands now? Are we going?
No. Oh, yes.
Maybe we should devolve security.
Real quick.
In honor of the fallen police officers.
Yes.
And these were men, husbands, sons, children. and their wives and their mothers, fathers are crying. Today, Senator, when you go back to the Senate, we promise no more killing, be it of a Turkana KPR, of a Samburu KPR, or of anybody else. We will share the oil.
We will trust, because you cannot go, criminality is criminality. You cannot speak on their behalf.
Yes.
But as leadership, we will condemn and say.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Tomorrow night, right here on JKL, it's a treat, especially for all you ladies. The hottest band in Africa.
Wow.
Yep, the winners of the MTV EMA Awards, Sauti Sol, will be right here. You want to come back, Sophia?
We can come and see.
Make sure you make a date right here on JKL. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag is JKL. Thanks so much for joining us on this very important subject. Good night. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.